Good morning. Al Ingalls here, and I want you to know how to spell my name in case the transcripts are weird. So E-L-L-E. Gonna wear more of this gear. It's not my own gear, but it kind of works. Topic this morning for this little 8 minutes together is what influences you first thing in the morning. So today, I don't know if you can see out there, but it rained all night. Do you see that there's raindrops on my window? So it rained pretty much all night, raining this morning. Some people are affected by the weather. If it's cloudy or rainy, you'll wake up and you'll be, oh, it's raining. Like, You're starting your day out. The weather is influencing how you immediately feel. And if it's a weather you don't like, it's a downer. When I have clients who say, oh yeah, it's raining, I go, wow, if you were in London, it rains a lot in Seattle, in London, in Portland. And maybe it doesn't rain so much where you are. So when it does rain, it's like you're affected by it. So do you let the weather affect you? Just take a moment and notice that in the morning. What's affecting you? What's influencing how you feel? I'll grab my phone here because this little thing right here affects a lot of people. Maybe it's the alarm you have. Is it the Power Ranger button? Wink, wink, wink. That's what's startling you awake. If you have an alarm that's piercing or startles you, your heart rate's going to jump and you're going to release too much of your stress hormones before you even got out of bed. So you have to hit the snooze button a lot. Are you tired in the morning? And that fatigue is the thing that's causing you to feel anxious about your day, worried about your day. And let's back up and go the night before, because afternoon to evening, if you've triggered the stress response, then you're probably not going to sleep very well. Or you may get to sleep and wake up 2 or 3 a.m. wide awake. And that's because of the second flood of hormones that goes out. So what's happening in your afternoon, evening time? Like really, really explore. I call it the bookends of your day because they set us up. They set us up for either a good night's sleep or they set us up for a wonderful day. So at night, be really aware of what's going on with you emotionally. If you tend to have arguments in the evening, if you tend to have a lot of worry and anxiety because maybe you didn't get everything done that you thought you should in that day, and think about the bookends for a moment. You may have heard me mention it, but you can't hear this enough. What did people in almost every culture all around the world do first thing in the morning and just before they went to bed? They prayed. They prayed. And what were they praying for? Gosh, I mean, the prayer that we said when I was a small girl, that a lot of people still say today, actually is to protect us, to make sure we get through the night. So think about that for a moment. For millennia, prayers were just to hopefully survive the night, wake up in the morning. Because not everybody does. We're the lucky ones this morning. We get another day of life. You may not feel that lucky because of some circumstances in your life right now, or the circumstances in the world right now. And are those causing you excessive worry so that you're not sleeping well? And then you wake up in the morning fatigued, and now it's so easy to trigger fight or flight, to get annoyed about things, to get worried about things, to feel ashamed that you didn't get everything done yesterday, to be worried about the world if you're caught up in things that you can't control. So I've got some tools for you this morning. We'll start with this. So if you have alarms, even the vibrating one, if it's on a table and it goes, it like makes that, if it's a wood table, it'll make a buzzing sound. That's a trigger for me. I don't put my phone on vibrate, but my husband does. And if it goes on a wood table, it's like an electric shock to me. trigger. It's like being tased. I don't know. So what is your phone? How is your phone affecting you? Go ahead and change up some of your bells and whistles on your phone. That could be very helpful. Um, where are you keeping your phone? Is it right next to your bed? Like, is it right there? Or is it somewhere else? When you first wake up, if you do grab your phone, what is it that you're focusing on? I'm guessing if you grab your phone, you're probably not focusing on prayer, although maybe you are. Maybe you've got something in there spiritual that's helping you in the morning. Um, but most of the time we click and go and we see messages, right? News feeds. Or do you instantly turn on television news? You know, how is that morning? Is the morning full of chaos and noise and you like it that way? Or do you really not like it that way? Do you need to tone down all the noises around? For me, I like a really gentle morning. I grew up, my parents, my dad listened to jazz every morning, 4:30 a.m. Jazz on NPR. He was deaf. I think in another life he was a jazz musician because if he sat down at a piano, he'd just be like instantly in this cool jazz riffs, right? So he was a jazz guy. So you would hear like jazz coming out of their bedroom early in the morning. And then he got to the point, I don't think my mother really liked it. So he had a little earphone, put a little earphone out of his old radio, like into his ear. So he could listen to his jazz. This is pre one of these. Speaking of these, I was just thinking this morning that when we went on vacation, we didn't have these, right? So if we were camping, no one could get a hold of us for a week or two, right? Because you're just out camping. There's no phones. There's no way to contact you. And it's really just been recent that we have the tether, right? You go fishing, hunting, on a long run. Nobody knew where you were. My parents never knew where I was when I went out running. I was gone for miles. They didn't know where I was unless I told them ahead of time which loop I was going to do. And now it's like, wow, such a different world. Such a different world than even just a couple decades ago. Pre-phone, pre-answering machine. Like people would call your house, and if they didn't get you, they didn't get you. It's so free. Lately, I've been going places without my phone. Of course, my family doesn't really like that, but too bad. It's like I just want to go for a walk. I just want to go to the store without my phone. It's okay. You know, you get to choose in your life what bells and whistles are around you and what you're doing. So a couple more, let's go back to the bookends. What do you want to put in? So if you've changed up your alarm and you're deciding, okay, I'm not going to instantly grab my phone and go to news feed. What can you put in? So this is a little thing that I encourage. One is I look outside, like that's the first thing I do because there's this really, really beautiful pine tree. I feel like its branches are moving toward me. It's really beautiful. So I look at the pine tree, my trees out here, and actually my husband and I call it squirrel network, except the owls have been eating all the squirrels, so it's just kind of sad. But I watch for wildlife, you know, birds, squirrels, anything. I did that in my old house too. The first thing I do is look out at my maple trees. I had these beautiful little black squirrels, and they were so sweet, and I'd watch that. So I'm looking at something really beautiful. If you're in a room, because sometimes I have clients who are in like rooms and you have to keep the blinds closed, or there's hardly any windows, then get something really beautiful. So like behind me here, I arranged these shelves. Got these recently from my neighbor who moved. I arranged these shelves with some things that are really beautiful to me. The vase up in the corner, those two vases were given to me. One for our wedding, one for a birthday for my mom. I really love Andrew Wyatt, so I've got a book of his up there, and it's just all these things here. Even over here, two items, beautiful items. This is from Colombia. My conductor I worked with for years brought this back. He would always bring a gift back when he was out of town. I was his executive, and he was just very thoughtful. So this just reminds me of our beautiful years together running that symphony. And then this is my baton, which I haven't used since 1992 in a formal sense. So I keep it at the ready because I don't know, I think I'm going to do this again at some point. So what's beautiful to you? What's beautiful to you? What can you see? Start with that. Make sure what you hear is beautiful. Make sure what you see is beautiful. And then make sure the very first thoughts or things you read are pleasing and put you in a state that helps you and doesn't bring you down. So that's just a little way to think about your bookends, what's happening for you, what influence you first thing in the morning and then at night, because that's going to influence how you sleep, whether you're fatigued in the morning, and then how you are during your day. So I hope you have a great pressure-free day. Bye.